Hello friends, this is Irvin, and now all the pouring is done. This is flats, and quite a few people ask me about training holes. Well, that'd be training holes. So we got the gasket here, and I will have one hole in the bottom of the gasket and one at the top. I start with a 5mm hole, and I made this pattern, to get them in a good position. So first I drill a 5mm hole, and then I make a 10mm hole. And one on this side, one on the other side. Or two, and then I do more. So this is the beginning of this. So also in the front is now draining holes. Like this one up here, this one here, and the bottom of the gasket. But it didn't become a 10mm, just 8.5, because this thing could only take 8.5mm. I have a bigger one, but I think it's plenty, because the whole thing is looping, and well, I don't think I have any problems with it. If I do, I can drill more holes later. Hello friends, now we're inside the boat, trying out the latches. Goes well, but that's a problem. Well, always problem. Like this one, the pipe doesn't go in. And here, it touches here. So, when you do a thing for the first time, always problem. And now this one is touching here, so I have to unscrew it. But it's coming along nicely. So, and even this one. It doesn't really go in there. Well. Maybe I have to shorten or something. Well, I find out something. And here is the handle. And in the handle is a rope. And when the hatch is open, that rope just hangs over the edge here. So I can sit inside here and pull the hatch close. So I had a lot of use for this. Well, it's just a little thing, but you do these things many times during a voyage. So all these little details, they're nice. So now this problem is solved. Now I can get it out. And here, well, just goes past this one too. So that was easy done. That's a good thing. And still got plenty good grip here, So it's just a good thing. Hello again. Just a thing to think about. Such a nice thing this. And it's now possible to do these things. But the first time I met epoxy was in Martha's Vineyard with Dick Newick, 1975. And I was more than 35 years old. So when I was little, we didn't have this thing. And there's many more things we didn't have when I was little. For example, this is the ballpoint pen. A new invention when I was in school. And when I started school, when we were writing, it was ink. We had a pen and we dipped it in an inkwell and we wrote. And then we had the blotting paper and doing that. And then came this, and it was so much simpler. And would you think people would be happy with it? No. There was a lot of things against it. It will destroy the beautiful handwriting. Well, I think in fact it did. But it was kind of simple. This inkwells, and spilling the ink all everywhere and filling it up, when it also was not so practical. So the ballpoint stayed. And then, like I said, in 1975, we had the epoxy. And another important thing came was the calculator. And it was a very good thing, it helped a lot, And before that, it was the slide rule. And the slide rules, this one I think I got 1954. And I used it a lot, but it was too big to carry with me. So I had this one, a small one. You can always have it in the pocket. And there's several scales on it here. Up here is the square scale, and you have the cube scale, and you can do the multiplication, and you can do the Pythagorean, and and the logarithm, and many things, So many things has happened. And now, what's happening now? Things starts coming now, it's called artificial intelligence. And is people happy with it? Well, I guess some are. But it's like with the ballpoint pen. People say, this is dangerous, it's going to destroy humanity, it's going to kill everyone. Well, for my sake, I think I feel safe out at sea with my little boat, I don't think they will touch me there, So this is just some soaked